Welcome to Unity County Radio coverage of Unity County basketball. I'm your host, Big Hoss Charles Jackson, live here on location here on the campus of Suwannee High School here in the city of Live Oak. We're getting ready for their senior night introductions. Their senior night festivities here on the campus of Suwannee High School. It is your visiting Unity County Fight Tigers. 11 wins, 6 losses on the year. Traveling to take on the Suwannee Bulldogs, who are 7 wins and 14 losses, as we get ready for their senior night festivities. Breaking news from Williston, Florida. The girls SWAC championship has been decided, and congratulations to the Baker County Wildcats girls basketball team as they take down host Williston Middle School 46-12 to complete an undefeated season and capture the 2025-2026 Girls SMAC Championship. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats of Baker County winning this year's SMAC Championship. Next, it is the boys basketball SMAC Championship in a rematch between top seeded host team Williston Red Devils against our Lake Butler Middle School Tigers. What's going on, Ryan? What's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Welcome to the live tonight. Hopefully, we get the job done here in Suwannee tonight. Looking to win back-to-back games. Hopefully, we ain't got no fights tonight like we did last night in Dixie County. A game starts after the senior night festivities are almost done. They're the last person, the last cheerleader for Suwannee. And then I think we got another post start 7:30, so we'll probably be starting right after this. Yeah, man, they fought at Dixie last night, man. They started with us. It's a lot that happened last night. If you was there, you know, but man, it was a hot mess last night over there at Cross City. So after all the senior day activities, welcome to Suwannee High School here in Live Oak, Florida, as we get ready for tonight's matchup between it's a rematch from back in early this month. It is a matchup between the host team, the Suwannee Bulldogs, under head coach Cedric Booth. 7 wins and 14 losses on the year. They will host our visiting Tigers, who are 11-6 on 2025-2026 season. Tigers winners last night in Dixie County, winning 70-47. The game was called with a minute and a half left in the third quarter due to Dixie County fans want to start a fight with us last night, so we got the job done. It's gonna be real ugly anyway. So the school, the athletic director, who was Coach Thomas's brother, and they decided to shut the game down. The game was out of reach anyways, so they called the game. Tigers and the Bulldogs meet for the second time this year. Final meeting of the year between the Bulldogs and Tigers. As the Tigers fell short at home, 47-46. Their first meeting in Union County, the Tigers lost their first matchup to the free throws. Tigers struggled down the stretch of free throws, and Taylor Pierre missed the game-winning free throws at the line. Tigers fell by one. Kind of a up and down 2026 for the Tigers after starting the season 7-0. The Tigers are 4-6 since their 7-0 start. Looking to end the season the right way so far this week. They're undefeated. And they will take on tonight, that's what the Bulldogs tonight, and then Thursday night, they will take on the Bell Bulldogs to end the regular season. Tiger looking for some retribution against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking to compete the sweep against the Tigers. It's a lot that happened in Dixie County last night, Ron. It's a lot really to explain. And I've explained like 4 or 5 different times in the last 24 hours. Just know Dixie started with us. They wanted to fight us over how we was beat they behind. Pretty much, we was putting BTAs to Dixie, and I guess they felt a little sorry about it, so they wanted to take the anger out on us. But good crowd here in Suwannee, in Live Oak, here on the campus of Suwannee High School, home of the Bulldogs. Tigers and Bulldogs meet for the second time this year as we get ready for the tip-off. We're 8 minutes away from tip-off here. If you're watching this game tonight, if you keep me posted on the Williston Lake Butler Middle School score in their SPAC championship game, please someone keep me posted on that. As I'm not in Williston tonight due to car trouble, I'm with them in spirit as I'm rooting for them here in Suwannee, praying that Coach Henderson and the Tigers could bring home a SMAC championship on the road in Williston. 7:45 left until tip-off here in Suwannee as the Bulldogs and the Tigers meet in a rematch from their last matchup here in Union County, where the Tigers won. Tigers lost by 1, 47-46. Tigers are out a few players. Darrell Beggs is not playing tonight, as well as Tyrese Chandler. AJ Chandler's out for the year with an injury. So the Tigers are down to at least 8 or 9 players. So while some young guys that normally don't start will step up tonight. So Tigers, that's the top scorer tonight. Tigers without Tyrese Chandler, top scorer for the team. Sophomore Darrell Beggs and AJ Chandler's out for the year due to injury. So we're a little bit low on the depth chart with the numbers, but the Tigers are ready to go here tonight here in Live Oak. .6:34 left for tip-off here in Live Oak, the campus of Suwannee High School. Home of the Bulldogs. It's a good crowd here tonight. Senior night here for the Bulldogs, Suwannee County. Tigers looking to spoil their senior night. Speaking of senior night, the Tigers will have their senior night Thursday against the Bell Bulldogs at T.S. Thomas Gymnasium, Jimmy Thomas Court. Keep you up. We'll see you then for a senior night. But you can't overlook tonight's matchup against the Bulldogs. Tigers looking to spoil their senior night. Can you hear me? Oh, the audio, you can't hear you two. Can you hear me now? I'm just not really talking right now because, can you hear me now? 3 minutes away from tip off here from Suwannee High School. Welcome to coverage of the Murray Automotive Super Store pregame show presented by Deuce Eagle PA. Still waiting on some score updates from the Williston Lake Butler Middle School SMAC Championship. Still waiting on that. Have not heard anything from my sources from Williston. Still have not heard anything. If anybody's at, let me see. We'll see if I can get a hold of my source. Boom, boom. If I can find him. Hey, get contact with. Uh, any update from Williston, please, 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 man, sir, comment down below in the live below. I'm trying to really get a hold of anybody who's at the Williston game to see what's the status of the Williston Lake Butler game. That game was closing in to be close to the end, so I'm trying to see how's the game looking. Minute 20 left before tip off here in Live Oak. Let's go ahead and read some of the rosters. First for the home Suwannee Bulldogs, presented by Duke's Legal PA. Number 0 is a freshman shooting guard, Trayvon Feed. Number 00 is his brother, Travis Feed, who's a junior small forward. Number 1 is a junior, Ajari Williams. Number 2 is Jalen Hampton, who's a junior. Number 3 is Lee Johnson, who's a junior. Number 4 is Kamarian Smith, who's a sophomore. Number 5 is senior Jack Harrison. Number 10 is Rotaria Griffin, another senior. Number 11 is Davion Paul, who's a junior. Number 12 is Dentrell Charlton, who's a junior. Number 13 is Kayron Brendan Bach, who's a junior. Number 15 is Marco Rojas, who's a sophomore. Number 22 is Kyron Smith, who's a junior. And number 23, who was a captain and senior, is Mr. Bryson Parlato. Final 15 seconds. Your roster for your Tigers, for the ones that is here. Number 11, Adrian Mann. Number 4, Jackson Anderson Davis. Number 32 is Parker Parrish. Number 1 is Garrison Smith. Number 2 is RJ Odom. Number 10 is Kaden Smith. Number 5 is Jalen Pierre. Number 15 is Montrell Woods. And those are your rosters, sponsored by Duke's Legal PA. Thank y'all for tuning into the Murray Automotive Super Center pregame show, as it's tip-off time from Live Oak, as the Suwannee Bulldogs hosting our Union County Tigers. Tigers in their all purple with yellow trim jerseys. Suwannee in their Jordan brand Suwannee home whites with gold and green trim. Tip off. Get ready to go down here in Live Oak. Starters for the Bulldogs, number 4, Kamarian Smith, number 5, Jack Harrington, number 23, Bryson Parlato, number 10, Rotaria Griffin, number 2, Jalen Hampton. And here comes the Bulldogs, led by number 2, Jalen Hampton. Hampton guarded by Odom. Odom will start. Smith will start. Mann, Anderson Davis, and Montrell Wills. 3 on the way. Batters out. Griffin, no. Rebound by RJ Odom, who had a good game last night in Cross City. Garrison Smith opened for 3. He struggled last match out. He is 0 for 11 in the last 2 matchups against Suwannee from 3. He was 2 of 15 against Suwannee back in January. Off ball screen. 3 ball by the Bulldogs is good. Bulldogs lead 3-0. That three goes to number 4, Kamarion Smith. She's on the corner. They'll stay with the Tigers. Tigers are head coached by Coach Alvin Merrick's. The Bulldogs head coached by Cedric Booth. Inside the man's. Kicks out to Odom. Odom for 3. Got a good shooting night last night. Off the mark. And Davis guns it and turns it over. They'll go back to the Bulldogs. Last matchup for the Tigers was a 70-46 victory against Dixie County last night. Last game out for the Bulldogs was a loss at the hands of Bacon County 73-63 at home. 3-pointer by the Bulldogs, no good. Rebound by Odom. He throws it super late. Last touch by the Bulldogs. I have an update score from Williston. Tigers lead 11-9 in the SMAC championship game against the Williston Red Devils. I'll keep you posted for scores throughout the game. Tigers with basketball. They lead. They trail by 3. The shot no good. Anderson Davis with a rebound. Mans drives and scores. Adrian Mans gets the Tigers on the board. 3-2 Suwannee. Tigers lost by 1 last time out against the Bulldogs. Hampton guarded by Odom. Odom over to Griffin. Griffin back to Smith. Smith guarded by Smith. Hampton guarded by Anderson Davis. All ball screen again. Drives and scores. That is Kamarion Smith. Makes it a 5-2 Suwannee lead. Garrison Smith got to get going. He's 0 for 11 in his last 2 games for 3 against the Bulldogs. Open look. Smith. Still. Rebound. No. Once. Offensive rebound again. Tigers gets off the glass. That is Mr. Montreux Woods, who had a good outing last night in Cross City. Tigers down 1. Over to Griffin. Back to Hampton. Thought about a 3. Drives. Looking reverse layup. No good. Montreux Woods with the rebound. Here comes Union County. Tigers down 1. Have not led in this game yet. Back to Odom. Back to Smith. He's 0 for 2 from 3. Odom. Another look. Smith thought about it. Back to Odom. On the inside. Mans. Midi. Off the mark. Rebound. Anderson Davis. No. Smith for 3. No, he's 0 for 13 against Suwannee in his last 2 games for 3. Tigers down 1, but they've all been good looks for Garrison, just not falling. First free throw is missed by Anderson Davis. 1 more for Jackson Anderson Davis, a sophomore, in his 4th consecutive start. He's bringing a lot of energy off the bench. Free throws no good. Rebound by Adrian Mans. Anderson Davis. No. Mans lose the basketball over to Suwannee. Here comes Kamarion Smith. After 4 chances, Tigers couldn't put it in. Thank you all for tuning in here for coverage. Tiger basketball. Smith for 3. No. Offensive rebound by Smith. On the inside. No. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Back to the Tigers. 3:58 left in the first quarter. Suwannee leads by 1. Thank y'all for y'all tuning in. 14 people watching tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in for Union County Radio's coverage. Tiger basketball. Over to Montreux Woods. Woods back to Odom. Woods thought about it. Inside. Anderson Davis, strong jumper, no good. Rebound by Rotarian Griffin. Here comes the Bulldogs. Smith with the basketball. Back to Hampton. Hampton, another off-ball screen. Three-pointer, no. Rebound. Anderson Davis and a foul. Second team foul, it goes to Rotarian Griffin. And it'll go back to the Tigers on the foul. Second team foul for the Bulldogs. 3:25 left in the first quarter. Suwannee leads by 1. Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone. Tigers have clearly won the rebound in so far in the game. Woods. That's Odom. Odom mid-range. No. Jump ball. And it will go back to the Tigers. Next jump ball will go to Tigers are getting good looks, but the shots are not falling here in the early going. Woods throws it away, and here comes Bulldogs. Hampton, no. Woods bring the ball up. Floater by Jack Harrington. Here comes Kamarius Smith. Tigers down 1. Inside of Parlato. No. Man. With the here comes the Tigers. Tigers are getting good looks, but the shot's not falling. Smith, that's good. Tigers get their first lead. That's 6-5. Good look for Garrison Smith. He needs to see some shots falling. He has struggled the last 2 outings against Suwannee. Good look for him to see a shot fall. Screen. Hampton doubled. Smith thought about the pass to Parlato. Inside of Parlato, guarded by Mans. But Parlato, no, good defense by Mans. Another rebound by Anderson Davis. Here come the Tigers. Tigers add on to the 1-point lead. Odom float over the 6'5" Parlato, no. Anderson Davis with the rebound. Foul on the basket. Anderson Davis only at 6, not even 6 foot. He is rebound with the best of them, and he'll go back to the line. He'll shoot 2. He's 1 for 2 at the line tonight. 1:38 left in the first quarter. Tigers lead 6-5. Free throw rolls in 7-5. Substitution on the floor for Suwannee. Coming in for the first time tonight as Griffin comes out. It'll be number 0, Travion Feed. And number 11, Davion Paul subs in for Bryson Parlato. Second free throw for Anderson Davis to increase the Tigers' lead. And he does it. 8-5, Tigers lead. Over to Hampton. Hampton guarded by Odom. The defense back to Smith. Smith guarded by Pierre. Smith. No. Rebound by Paul. Back to Smith. Yes. Tigers lead down to 1, 8-7. Inside of Jalen Pierre. Pierre, pull up, yes. Jalen Pierre with the mid-range. Tigers back up 3. First field goal for the sophomore. Smith, foul by Garrison Smith. On the floor, no shooting foul. They'll stay with the Tigers. They'll stay with the Bulldogs. Foul the floor, first foul on Garrison Smith. Montrell Woods checks in for Adrian Mans. Harrington inside, yes. 10-9, Union County. Close one here in Live Oak. Tigers lead by 1 with 37 seconds left in the first quarter. But a back and forth opening quarter here in Live Oak. Senior night for the Bulldogs. Woods 2-3 zone for the Bulldogs. Tigers patiently moving the ball around the court. Back to Odom. Odom inside to Pierre. Back to Smith. Smith on the floater. Book it. 4 points for Garrison Smith to lead the Tigers. Jalen Hampton rise. 3-pointer. Almost hit. And out in the first quarter here from Live Oak. Tigers lead 12-9 over the home Suwannee Bulldogs. On the Tigers back on the floor as well as the Bulldogs. It'll be Suwannee basketball to open up the second quarter. And here we go for Live Oak. Second quarter starts here. Smith guarded by Woods. Now they switched on the Smith. Back out to Hampton. Hampton 3 off the mark. Put back by Feed. Tigers up 1. That was Travion Feed. Got a box out of that with Tigers on the rebound. 11-12 Union County. 12-11 Union County. Back to Smith. Nice pull up. No, hard. Short, no good. Feed brings it all up court. Open look for Camarion Smith. No. Rebound by Hampton. Hampton out the Feed. Back to Smith. Inside. Paul. Back out to Smith. Another 3. Rattles in for 3. Tigers down 2. 14-12. Suwannee. Got on him. Woods. Inside. Tipped it in by Feed. And that credit goes to the Tigers. 14 all. You don't see that every day. And travel on Smith. Possession air goes back to Union County. Parlato checks in for Jack Harrington. Swings it over to Odom. Back to Smith. Smith will control the offense. Back to Odom. 14 all. Inside. Yeah, guns it over. Smith for 3. No. Woods, no. Rebound by Feed. Oh, Woods cannot get the rebound. Parlato back to Feed. Smith is 0 for 4 from 3. The defense by Garrison Smith over to trying to find the back. Hampton drives, no good. Mans with the rebound. Good look. Good finish. Odom pushing the answer. Nice hand by Hampton, stolen by Paul. Over to Feed. Nice defense by Woods. Out to Smith. Smith pump fakes drives. Into Parlato. Yes, sir. Bryson Parlato makes it a 2-point Suwannee lead. 5:05 left in the first half. Tigers down 2. Pierre. No. Paul with the rebound. Here comes Union County. Look at Suwannee. Over to Hampton. Inside. Odom had a steal. Over to Parlato. Hampton back to Smith. Off ball. Inside. Paul short. Parlato. No. Parlato. No again. Parlato again. Tigers down 4. Tigers got to find a way to stop that backdoor action off the screen. Pierre over Parlato's good. 18-16 Suwannee. Stolen by Smith. Pierre. Odom. He'll try a 3. Short. Tigers have not hit a 3 tonight. Substitution on the floor. Anderson Davis checks in for Martrell Woods. Tigers are 0 for 6 from downtown. When they had a good shooting last night against Cross City, just can't find the shot early on. They're all open looks. Just can't even put it down. Over to Feed. Feed guarded by Pierre. All 3 guards on the floor. Hampton, yes. 20-16. Smith. Brings the ball up floor. He has failed to hit a 3-pointer, but he has 4 points. Swings over to Odom. Back to Pierre. Back to Odom. Back to Pierre. Pierre drives and scores. Taylor Pierre with 4 points stolen. Odom. Pierre. Smith for 3. Yes, sir. First 3 of the game for Garrison and the Tigers. Tigers turn a 5-point possession. Tigers up 1. Parlato guarded by Mans. Over to Smith. 3 by Hampton. No, rebound by Garrison Smith. Tigers with a 5-point turnaround. They're up by 1. Smith again. Timeout, Cedric Booth for the Bulldogs. Back-to-back 3s by Garrison Smith after a slow start. And the Tigers with the largest lead of the night at 4. .223 left in the first half. Tigers up 4. Garrison Smith with back-to-back 3-pointers. He has 14. No. He has 10 on the night, sorry. He's 2 for 6 from downtown. The Tigers up 4. 10 points for Garrison Smith to lead all scores. Over to Smith. 2:15 left in the first half. Tigers up 4. Feed. Back to Smith. Thought about a 3. Good defense by Pierre. Back to Odom. Odom guarded by Hampton. Here comes the off-ball screen. Good defense by Pierre. Pierre. Good defense. Back to Hampton. Back to Pierre. Into Parlato. Good defense. Tip. And it'll be Tigers basketball. In for the Bulldogs is number 22, Kyron Smith, who's a junior. 24-20, Union County. Pierre looking. Back to Smith. Smith swings it. Gonna keep it. Back to Odom. Inside the man's. Back to Smith. Back to Pierre. Lost the basketball. Fee recovers it for the Bulldogs. Final minute left in the first half. Tigers up 4. Ennis Smith, guarded by Anderson Davis. Good defense by Anderson Davis. Good block by Anderson Davis. The sophomore with the block. His second block in 2 days. Odom drives. Rewards him. No. Tip. Goes to the Bulldogs. Good hustle by the sophomore. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Number 12, Denzel Charlton checks in. And number 11, Davion Hall. Comes in for Parlato and Harrington. 43 seconds left in the first half. Tigers up 4. Fee. Foul on the floor. It's on Jaden Pierre. It's on the floor. He have to hit the ground hard, but he's okay. 34.1 seconds left in the first half. Over to Hampton. Guarded by Odom. Nice spin by Hampton. Floater. Anderson Davis, another rebound. 20 seconds left. Smith. Back to Pierre. Pierre drives. Over to Odom. Swings it to Pierre. He has a look. Anderson Davis. Yes. Tigers lead by 6. Largely in the first half. Now in the first half, Tigers lead by 6. Good first half for the Tigers, led by Garrison Smith, who has 10 of the 26. Senior night here live on the Tigers. Take a strong second quarter. They lead by 6. We'll be back with some updates from Williston here in just a couple minutes. You're listening to Tiger Radio, Union County Radio on YouTube. Tigers lead 26-20 at the half. I have an update from Williston. Welcome back to the Deuce Legal PA halftime show. Tigers lead 26-20. Update from Williston. Thanks to my source, Amanda Parrish. The Tigers are down 2 at halftime, 19-17 halftime. Tigers still in it, only down 2 at halftime in Williston for the SMAC championship. Williston hit a three at the buzzer at halftime to give them a 2-point lead. Tigers lead by 6 at the break, though, here in Suwannee. Tigers have shot the ball well in the second quarter compared to the early first quarter and a half. Garrison Smith turned it on, and it's the rebounding edge for the Tigers have been a difference in this 6-point lead. Jackson Anderson Davis has been a rebounding machine so far. Garrison Smith has been picking up on the offensive end, struggling from his previous 13 threes against the Bulldogs. He's hit 2 tonight. He's 2 for 6 from 3 tonight. Bulldogs keeping it interesting. 7 minutes left until the end of the half. Tigers lead by 6. But that is the update for Williston. Tigers down 2 in Williston against the Williston Red Devils for the SMAC championship. Tigers looking for the SMAC championship. Elsewhere in Williston, the girls SMAC championship was decided tonight around 6. The Baker County Girls Middle School Wildcat team completes a perfect season to win the 2025-2026 SMAC championship for girls. And they beat the hometown Williston Red Devils 46-12 to cap a perfect season and win the 2025 SMAC championship for girls basketball. 6 minutes left in halftime. We'll keep you posted. We'll listen. Keep it right here. Thank you for listening to Spires. It was Legal PA halftime report. We're back in a few minutes. Tigers lead by 6 here in Suwannee. We're back in just a few moments. Welcome back to the Spires IGA. Jeez, why can't you say the wrong thing? Welcome back to the Dukes Legal PA halftime show here from Live Oak on campus Suwannee High School. It is your Tigers leading 26-20 at the break. 3 minutes left until halftime is over. Tigers have won the rebounding battle in the first half, and it's paid dividends with second chance opportunities, and the 3-point shot is starting to fall for the Tigers. A couple threes in the first half, both made by Garrison Smith. He leads your Tigers with 10 points. Tigers are down 3 players tonight. No Tyrese Chandler, no AJ Chandler, and no Darrell Merricks. Tigers, without their leading scorer, is up 6 on the road here against Suwannee. 2:26 left in the halftime break. Tigers keeping these close. The score right now in Williston, Tigers down 26-21 in the third quarter. They trail Williston in the SMAC championship game over there in Levy County. Over here in Suwannee County, the Tigers lead 26-20 with 2 minutes left in the intermission break as we get ready to start the third quarter. As he horned for the 2-minute warning before the second half starts, praying that our boys can bring home the SMAC championship, but they're in a dogfight on the road against Williston in the title game. Over here, the Varsity Tigers lead the Suwannee Bulldogs by 6. And I said before, there's the rebounding. A second chance points on the rebounds for the Tigers. Jackson Anderson Davis has done the little things. Like he has a block shot. He has a few good rebounds against some of these taller Suwannee bigs. And it is the second chance and the rebounding. And the Tigers have picked up on the defensive end, especially with that off-ball action that the Bulldogs are doing offensively. And the Tigers started to pick up on it. A good job of the guard, especially Jalen Pierre, come off the bench, put out just some score, but also defense on the perimeter. Much needed to slow down the Suwannee offensive threat. But the Tigers continue to pick up on defense, continue to rebound well. The shots will keep falling. Tigers should lead Suwannee County with their back-to-back W's and head back home for senior night on Thursday night, which will start at 6 p.m. for the JV against Bell. And on Varsity, 7:30, we'll have our senior night showdown against District 4 Bell. 7:30 tip-off of Varsity as we honor our 2 senior basketball players. Number 35, Parker Parrish. And number 32, Eric Lassiter, who I will be at his signing day tomorrow. He will sign his letter of intent to sign for Glenville State University, which is in West Virginia. I'll be there tomorrow to watch him sign his letter of intent. Tune in tomorrow around 1:30 as Eric Lassiter will become a Glenville State baseball player tomorrow at the Union County Library during the 7th period. Second half is getting ready to go on the way from Suwannee to Bulldogs and the Tigers. 16 minutes away from a victor here in Suwannee. Tigers playing basketball all over the state of Florida right now. As we got middle school Tigers over there in Williston playing for a championship. And our boys over here fighting here on the road in hostile territory senior night as they take on the Suwannee Bulldogs. Tigers will get the ball to start the third quarter. And they will come on the left side of the screen, left side of the court. Pierre will be on the floor this time instead of Woods, who started tonight, as they found a way to score against that 2-3 zone. Bulldogs started the second half in man. Pierre, good defense by Fee. Pierre, no. Rebound by Jack Harrington. Here comes the Bulldogs. Smith guarded by Swings to Hampton. Hampton guarded by Odom. Back to Smith. Then the off-ball screens. Good job by Odom to get through it. Feed back to Hampton. Back to Smith, guarded by Pierre. 7:13 left in the third. Back to Hampton. Hampton drives. Back to Harrington. Harrington stuck like. Back to Smith. Smith for 3. No. Offensive rebound by Harrington. Harrington floater. Rebound by Odom. Here come the Tigers. Up 6. Guarded by Hampton. A foul on Hampton. Pierre, 26-26 in Levy County, Williston. We're tied as we got 44 seconds left in the third quarter in the SMAC championship game against the Red Devils. Pierre, yes. Largest lead of the night for the Tigers is an 8-point lead. Pierre with 6. Good screen by Mans. Here comes Smith over to Hampton. Hampton guarded by Odom. Back to Smith. Guarded by Pierre. An off-ball screen. Hampton looking for a man. Couldn't find him. Back to Smith. Smith picked up by Odom. Back to Hampton. Hampton dribble drives. Can't get nowhere. Pierre. Got back to Smith. Guarded by Odom. Spin move. Can't get nowhere. Good defense by the Tigers. Another off-ball. Hampton drives. Nice defense by Anderson Davis. Another off-ball. Smith. Guarded by Odom. Parlato with the basketball. Back to feed. Tigers play sensational defense on the perimeter. Hampton drives. Inside. Stolen by Anderson Davis. Great possession right there by the Tigers on defense. Pierre asking for a screen. Pierre. Spin move. No. And he'll go to the line. Nice spin move by Pierre. Pierre surveying the floor. Thank you to Chinny Dobbs, one of our county commissioners, for keeping me posted. He's down there with his family in the SMAC championship game in Williston against the Red Devils. Last time I checked, the Tigers were tied at 26. As we get ready to head to the fourth quarter in Williston, someone will lead with a SMAC championship. Both free throws by Pierre was good. Tigers with the largest lead of the night at 10. Can the Tigers hold on and get win number 12 on the year? Hampton guarded by Odom. Back to Smith. Back to Feed. Feed looking. The D by Smith. Back to Smith. Smith, floater, yes. Camarion Smith with the basket. Leads out at 8 for Union County. Screen by Mans. Odom. No. Rebound by Smith. Nice hand by Mans. Out to Pierre on the break. Basket no good. And Mans cannot hold on to it. Bulldogs basket. Over to Smith with Hampton. Hampton guarded by Odom. Nice spin move. Pierre smothering Cameron Smith. Hampton. Feed. Hampton finally gets a good look. He'll knock down a three. It's a 5-point game. Good shot by Jalen Hampton. Tigers up 5. Pierre, Biddy, yes. 32-25, Union County. Pierre with 8. Nice defense. Hampton gets past him. Smith with the help. Back to Smith. Foul on Garrison Smith. 3:32 left in the third. Tigers up 7. Smith over to Parlato. He has out about a 3. Parlato trying to drive with a big man. Can't finish. Parlato with a look for 3. Yes, sir. 32-28. Back-to-back threes for the Bulldogs. A 4-point lead. Pierre basically asking for a screen. Pierre, nice spin. Pierre again. 34-28. Jalen Pierre matches Garrison Smith. Which in? Smith. Basket. Falls out. And I'll send Smith to the free throw line. (28-27). Williston leads. Basket is good. It's now 30-27. Williston. No, 29-28. Williston leads the Tigers with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. As is a packed house over there in Levy County. SMAC championship on the line. Williston leads by 1. I'm calling a basketball game, also watching another one. Life of being a sports broadcaster. Free throws good by Smith. Makes it a 34-29 Union County lead. 2:35 left in the fourth. Odom gets no screen. Odom. Man, back to Smith. Smith for 3. Anderson Davis on another rebound. Rebound by Smith. That man got springs in his legs. That is a foul on Odom. Foul on Odom. That'll be the third Tiger team foul. And Parlato gets the basketball. Smith for 3. No. Anderson Davis with another rebound. $1:59 left in the third quarter. Tigers have led the entire way since the second quarter. Pierre, another midi. Rattles out. Good shot, though, by Pierre. Yes, 10, though. 1:42 left. 5-point Tiger lead. 3:37 left in the fourth over there in Levy County. Rebound by Smith puts it in. 34-31. Suwannee down 3. Speaking of Smith, Garrison Smith with the basketball for Union County. Score. Union County up. Union County trails 31-28 in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer by Garrison Smith. Makes it a 6-point Tiger lead. He has 13. His third 3 of the night. He was 0 for 10 from 3 in the first meeting. Hampton. Rebound by Pierre. Pierre pushes it back to Odom. Odom. Anderson Davis. Smith again. 3. Snap by Odom. Rebound by Parlato. Under a minute left. 43 seconds left in the third. Inside of Smith. Guarded by Anderson Davis. Back to Hampton. Hampton, 23 seconds left. Guarded by Smith. 6-point lead for the Tigers. Off ball. Hampton picks up back Smith. Yes. 4-point game. 37-33. 10 seconds left. Pierre pushes it. Odom, he has a look for 3. Short. Anderson Davis put back. Yes. 38-39-33. Tigers back up 6. It is the rebounding effort again. Has been the difference here in this game. 3:10 left in the fourth quarter in Williston. Tigers down 3. 31-28 in Williston. I'll keep you posted. I'm watching the live feed right now on Facebook. Tigers are down now 5. 33-28 with 3:10 left in the fourth quarter. And Willis is at the free throw line to add on to their 5-point lead. Free throw good. DB pose as time permits. It was last possession. It'll go to the Tigers. Tigers pushing the ball court. And a dunk by Peyton Yates makes it a 33-30 game. 1 to 3 to play in the fourth quarter in Williston. Tigers down 3 in the fourth quarter in Williston. No, yeah. Turnover. You guys a turnover? I really can't hear. I'm over here watching. I'm over here focused on this game here, but trying to watch both games. But it'll be Bulldogs basketball to start the final period here in Live Oak. Hampton has the basketball. Hampton. Parlato. Yes, another 3 for Bryson Parlato. He has 8 on the night. That's his second 3-pointer. Tigers leads only down to 3. Goes to the Bulldogs moving screen. Turnover. Tigers will give it back to the Bulldogs. 3-point game here in Suwannee. 7:23 left in the fourth quarter. Feed off the down screen. Feed drives. Stripped by Pierre. Odom pushes the issue. Odom lost the basketball. Recovers. A foul. Hampton. 33-30 with 2:44 left in the fourth quarter. Shot on the way, no good. Pierre drives, no. Rebound by Suwannee. They can tie with a 3. Smith, he's called for a travel. .648 left. Back to Woods. Back to Woods. No. Easy layup. Adjusted by Parlato. Stolen. Woods out to Smith. Smith drives floater. Yes. 12 points for Garrison Smith. There's a 5-point Tigers lead. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Parlato stolen by Pierre. Tigers are pushing the issue. Pierre drives. And Davis doesn't get the rebound. Goes back to the Bulldogs. 5-point game. Tigers led as much as 10. Hampton drives, lays it in, 41-38. Bulldogs still in it. That's how it came down to the wire last time against Union County. Smith step back. Foul by Smith. That'll send Garrison Smith to the line. He has 12 points. Let's see what's going on there in Williston. That'll send Garrison to the line. He has 12 points. 5:20 left in the fourth. 41-38. .136 left in Williston. The Red Devils are still leading. It is 36-30. Williston leads with under 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tigers are running out of time over there. 125 left, 36-30. Williston leads by 6 with 1:25 left in the SMAC championship game. Free throws good by Smith. Makes it a 5-point game. Timeout, Coach Alvin Merrick's. 5:20 left. 36-30. Williston leads by 6. With a minute 25 left in regulation, Tigers in desperate need of a big possession here. Down 6 in a packed house. Williston. Tigers trying to come back and win a SMAC championship. Willis trying to hold on and win the SMAC on their own home floor. It'll be Willis in basketball with a minute 25 left in the fourth. And they'll inbound from the side. On the floor for Suwannee, it's Hampton, Smith, Fee, and Paul. For the Tigers, Odom, Pierre, Woods, Smith, and Anderson Davis. It'll be Suwannee ball with under 5.5 left. They're down 5. Back to Fee. 5:10 left in the fourth. Travel or Trayvon Feed. Tigers basketball. Tigers have led since the first quarter and haven't trailed since. No, Suwannee has kept it close, cut lead out of 3 a few times. Pierre looking, back to Smith. Guarded by Smith on Smith. Woods cannot finish. And a late foul on the floor. That'll send Montreal Woods to the line. Woods have struggled with his free throws the entire year. He was 0 for 2 last game out. So Woods at line with 4:37 left. Tigers up 5. 20 seconds left. Williston up 6, and they're on the verge of winning the SMAC championship. Woods, no. .437 left in the fourth. Makes the second. 44-38. 4:36 left. Foul on RJ Odom. Foul on Odom, I think it's his third. I think it was inside of Smith. Paul lost hand on the turnover. Pierre drives. Sends Jalen Pierre to the free throw line. Pierre the line, he has 10 points. Makes it really have 11. Odom, Pierre, and Smith playing great basketball tonight. Second free throw good. He has 12, and it's a 7-point Union County Fightin Tigers lead. 4:15 left in the fourth. Back to Feed. Smith. Tip. Back to Smith. Good on the basketball. Paul Hampton, 3. Rattles out. Woods lost the basketball. Back to Paul. Smith wide open for 3. He'll go line for 2. 3 free throws. Anderson Davis called for the foul. I'll get 3 free throws to Kamarius Smith. It is official. The Williston Red Devils have won the SMAC championship. They defeat our Tigers. I think they won by 6. So Tigers finished the season, I think 12-3 or 11-3, one of the two. But a phenomenal season for the Tigers. Tigers fall 39-30 in the SMAC championship. Williston wins by 9. Tigers finish the season 12-3 on the year. Phenomenal year for the Tigers in the middle school level. Fortunately, they did not win the SMAC. Williston wins the SMAC championship. Finish the season with a record of 14-1. First free throw is good by Smith. Third free throw by Smith is good. (41-46). 3:41 left here in Union County. Tigers fall short to SMAC championship by 9. But here on here, the Tigers lead by 5. Williston Suwannee running a press. Another foul on the floor. This time it's on number 11, Davion Paul. That is the 5th Suwannee team foul. That'll send Garrison Smith to the line for 2. He has a team high 14. Smith at the line. Smith free throw is good. 15 points for Garrison Smith. 6-point lead with 3:30 left in the fourth quarter. Tigers looking to go to back-to-back wins. Looking to end the road trip with a 2-1 road record in the last 3 games. Second free throw by Smith, good. 16 for Garrison Smith. Outlet. Overthrows the man. Turnover Suwannee. 48-41 Union County. Pierre at the basketball. 3:25 left. Press formation by the Bulldogs. Smith, open 3. No. Rebound by Paul. Good look by Smith. Over to Charlton. Charlton throws it right in the woods. 3 minutes left for the fourth. Pierre. Odom for 3. No. 48-41, 2:50 left, 2 good looks. Paul. Hook shot, yes. 48-43, 5-point game. Last touch by Parlato. Substitution on the floor. Hampton checks in for Feed. Man checks in for Woods down the stretch. Smith passes it in. He has 16. Into Pierre. 2:29 left. Back to Odom. 2:24. Swings it to Odom. Odom holding the ball. Nice hand by Hampton. Stays with the Tigers. 2:13 left. Can the Tigers close this one out to move to 12-6? Pierre. Bears. Back to Anderson Davis and back to Odom. As we approach 2 minutes left. Pierre. Back to Odom. Smith. Back to Odom. Back to Pierre. Turnover. Bulldogs basketball. 1:51 left. Hampton guarded by Odom. Travel on Jalen Hampton. 1:43 left. skip pass to Smith. Back to Pierre. Back to Mans. Back to Pierre. 1:26 left. Pierre with the basketball. Smith. Yes. Pierre. Foul. 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. The ball magically into Pierre's hands on a loose ball. He'll go back to the line to add to his 12 points. 5-point lead with 1:08 left. Pierre makes a free throw, and tonight the Tigers are shooting phenomenal for the free throw line. Only 2 misses on the night for the Tigers. 49-43. Tigers lead with 1:08 left. Second free throw is good. 50-43. Timeout, Coach Cedric Booth. (49) 50-43 with 1:08 left. Despite not having three players on the team, or really 2, because AJ Champ was out for the year due to injury, Tigers are playing phenomenal on the road and shooting the ball well from the field, rebounding in the free throw game, where it has hit the Tigers at times this year. Tigers have came out and shot the free throw very well and answered the call on the road. Did a great job for the Tigers. With 1:08 left, timeout by Coach Alvin Barracks. That's been 68 seconds away from a conclusion here. The Tigers middle school team fell in the SMAC championship 39-30 in the hands of the Williston Red Devils. The Tigers finished the season 12-3 under head coach Willie Henderson. Excellent effort for the Tigers, just fell short in Williston tonight. 68 seconds left here in Suwannee. Tigers lead by 7. Final minute of the fourth quarter. 59 seconds left. Feed, drives, stays on the floor. Foul on Garrison Smith. That is the Tigers' 4th team foul. One more, and Suwannee's in the bonus. On ball screen. Looking, Parlato lose the basketball. RJ Oda with the steal. Pierre pushes it. Passes the Mans. Pierre's going to hold it. And that'll send Jalen Pierre to the line. He's perfect for the line tonight. He has 14 points on the night. Free throw by Pierre's good. 51-43. Pierre with 15 points. 16 for Pierre. Perfect for the line tonight. Tigers up now with 40 seconds left. Smith to Hampton for 3. Parlato with the rebound. Hampton with the basketball. Back to Hampton. Back to Smith. 23 seconds left. Feed, yes, and it's good. Foul on Adrian Mans, 52-45. Next up for the Bulldogs of Suwannee, they will end their regular season on the road against the Hamilton County Trojans. That is on Friday. Tigers are off tomorrow, and they will take on Bell in a district clash on Thursday. Now, say Garrison Smith to the line, as both the Tigers and the Bulldogs are in the bonus and right away. 13 seconds left here in Live Oak. 52-45. Garrison Smith with 16. Pierre with 14. With 16 himself. Pierre and Smith both combined for 32 points tonight. Smith to shoot the free throw. Perfect. 53-45. Union County leads the Bulldogs of Suwannee by 8. And a smile on the face of Garrison Smith. And then back-to-back shooting nights where he has shot great for the field. 5 3-pointers in the last 24 hours for Garrison Smith. That's good. He has 18 on the night. 54-45. Feed. Parlato high arcing three is good. 54-48. Pierre will go to the line. 0.7 seconds left. Tigers are going to move to 12-6. Suwannee will fall to 7-15 on the year. Suwannee back in action on the road against Hamilton County on Friday. Sorry, on Saturday. Wait, Friday, right? Wait, I'm messing my days up. Look at my calendar. Friday, they'll play Hamilton County on Friday. Pierre Good, he has 17. 17 for Pierre. Second free throw good. Tigers win this one 56-48. 0.7 seconds left. Tigers get revenge on Suwannee. And the Tigers win by 8 to move to 12-6 on the year. Tigers get revenge on the Bulldogs for beating them on their home field. Tigers get revenge and beat them on their home court. And on senior night, Tigers win 56-48. Next up for your Tigers will be a home test to end their season against District 4 Bell for senior night. We'll be back in Union County on Thursday night. JV at 6. 7:30 is Varsity against the Bell Bulldogs. As we get ready for Thursday night, our players of the game, it's 2 of them. I'm going to give the players of the game to Jalen Pierre and Garrison Smith. Jalen Pierre playing the game. Garrison Smith as well playing the game. Both guys combined for 36 points on the 54. Tigers win by 6. Congratulations to Coach Alvin Merritt and the Tigers winning back-to-back games for the first time of the new calendar year. They'll move to 12-6 and a date with the Bell Bulldogs for senior night. $54-48 is the final here in Live Oak. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on WCR or Union County Radio coverage of Tiger basketball. Tigers win here tonight, 54-48. Big win tonight, led by the guard duo of Garrison Smith and Jalen Pierre. They both come out for 36 tonight. Tigers move to 12-6 on the year. Suwannee falls to 7-15. We'll say so long here from Live Oak. Our final again, Tigers win by 6. Tigers head back home Thursday night for senior night as they host the Bell Bulldogs. Once again, go Tigers and good.